We're here with head coach Mike Faith and senior captains Ali Moreno and Aaron Phillips after the Diplomats picked up a big win in the second round of the NCAA tournament over Stevenson. We'll start with Coach. What was your impressions of the game? You kind of jumped on them early and never really looked back.
Yeah, the girls played really hard. We had a nice, tough week of practice, and I kind of knew they were going to come out a certain way and play a certain way like we usually do, but on offense, we've really focused on offense this week because defense has been unbelievable all year. So I think we had 12 different scorers today, so and they were all a threat. It didn't matter what midfield line was in, what attack group was in. They all were a threat, and that was the key this week, and that's what we wanted to kind of come back and focus on.
Yeah, and you mentioned the attack, the offense first, so we'll go to Ali. What do you think was, from your perspective out there in the field, what was working so well with the attack, as your coach mentioned?
I think today the biggest thing was confidence. A lot of times we go out there and sometimes we struggled with getting emotion going, but everyone just went out there and was a threat, whether they were going all or nothing to goal or just trying to draw the defense and get them off balance. We were really successful because of that. And hopefully we can continue that going forward.
Yeah, and then for you personally, you had 2 goals, 2 assists, I believe, but your coach mentioned the 12 different goal scorers. Just how difficult of a matchup does that make for the opponents when it's not just one person who can hurt the opponent in the attacking end? There's a number of different people who can go to goal and score.
I think that's how offenses can be so successful. There's not one person that can have a good matchup or get shut off that will offset the whole attack. If someone isn't doing so well, we have 6 other girls out there that can easily pick it up and get everyone back on track. And I think that's how we will be so successful in the future, is if we continue that.
Yeah, and then for Aaron, defensively, your coach mentioned that's kind of been a strength of the team all season long. It's a very veteran group back there, led by kind of you and Emily Kitchen, Mary Pat McKenna, along with numerous others. What makes your defense so successful?
Yeah, I think it's our unit and our strength as a unit together. We don't rely on just one girl to stand out and get their star attacker and to stop the goal scorers, but it's the unit of us, and having the 3 upperclassmen in the back has really led strength and allowed us to bring in a lot of new girls on our defense. We have some standout younger girls that are really excited for the future.
Yeah, and then also this weekend you earned the opportunity throughout the regular season to host. Just how important do you think that was for your team's success, getting to play in front of the home crowd this weekend?
Oh, it was awesome. Allie and I as seniors loved having our last game here on Shad be really successful, and having our families and friends here to support us has been a huge part of our success throughout the entire season. So we're hoping everyone makes the trip up to Boston next weekend to support us as well.
Yeah, and then a question for Coach. Yesterday on your Instagram, you had a shout out from John Harbaugh. Just kind of talk a little bit about how that relationship started, and then also, although it's different sports, he's obviously at the top of his coaching profession. What are some things you've maybe learned from him in just building a relationship with him?
Yeah, I met him about 3.5 years ago at a lacrosse tournament. I was recruiting a TLC Red player, and his daughter was committed to go to Notre Dame, and he invited me to camp a couple years in a row and took my daughters. And then when the pandemic happened, everybody was sitting at home, and I texted him, and he got right back. So I was just going over their house, even during the lockdown, and just training his daughter, and just we kind of built a relationship over the years, and it's been a lot of fun. And he's a great guy, great family. Allison's a great girl, and it's awesome that when I'm out there training her, he's sometimes there, and he makes he plays defense and stuff like that. So he reached out and wished us good luck, and I shot him a text and was like, hey, would you mind saying a little something to the team? And he responded immediately and said, how's this? So he's not only a great coach but a great person.
Yeah, and then maybe a question for the players, Ali or Aaron, or possibly both. What's it like to know that a professional football coach in the NFL has been tuned into your games this weekend and sending you good luck vibes throughout the weekend?
It's awesome. I'm waiting for my spot in the NFL.
I think it's great, especially after coming off a loss from Gettysburg, knowing we have so many supporters from all over. And he definitely had some good words of wisdom.
Yeah, and then one last question for Coach. It looks like it'll be Ithaca next Saturday. Any early thoughts, or what does the team need to do to get ready for that game a little under a week from now?
Yeah, they're tough. They're a New York team. It's going to be a physical game. I've already kept my eye on them a little bit throughout the season. They're always very good. I think they're ranked 8th or 9th. So they lost to William Smith by 1. So in the championship. So they're very good. But they got to play us. And I think we're going to come, ready to go and have another tough week of practice and head up to Boston and really enjoy these 8 seniors. They've been unbelievable all 4 years. Knock wood, never had an issue with them on the field or off the field. They've given it their all 4 years. Not only are they, unbelievable all conference, all region, all Americans, but they're all American people. I said to them before the season that I'm gonna soak in every day I have with them because of how special they are. So they've been through a lot. Only playing like 50 some games, but they've made the most of it, and we're gonna make the most of this weekend.
Yeah, and then maybe one final question for the players. Maybe we should have led it with this. Congratulations, you both officially graduated this weekend.
Thank you.
And then we talked a little bit on the way up. What's this next week look like? Now that you're done with school, you're essentially professional lacrosse players for the next week and hopefully beyond.
I think outside of practice, one of our greatest strengths is that we are also close. So it'll be a lot of team dinners, hanging out, team bonding, and then at practice, definitely a lot of hard work to prepare for a very difficult game Saturday and hopefully another game on Sunday.
Yeah, just looking forward to being with the team and having another week here together. Really grateful for it.
Well, thank you so much. Congratulations on the win, and we will see you next Saturday against Ithaca.
Thanks,
Thanks,
Justin.
Justin.